Hey, hey, teach me how to thug it. Hey, they be like smooth. What? Can you teach me how to thug it? You know why? Cause all the bitches love it. Hey, all I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Get it? Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from on the side. He go by Bubba and he hit that death like thunder. Okay, I ain't from Dallas but I deep town boogie. I show my moves off to everybody trying to do me. I lead the functions and all the ladies trying to screw me.
Good morning, I'm Carlo Agpalo. We're here in Paco Park, Manila. Paco Park is a 4,114.80 square meters recreational garden area and was once Manila Municipal Cemetery during the Spanish colonial period. It is located along General Luna Street and at the east end of Padre Paura Street in Paco District in the city of Manila. Paco Park was originally planned as a municipal cemetery for the well-off and established aristocratic Spanish families who resided in the Old Manila or in the city within the walls of Intramuros during the Spanish colonial era. Most wealthy families interred the remains of their loved ones inside the municipal cemetery in what was once the district of Dilao, former name for Paco. The cemetery was built in the late 1700s but was completed several decades later in 1822. The cemetery was used to enter victims of cholera epidemic that swept across the city. The cemetery is circular in shape with an inner circular that was one originally cemetery with niches and were placed or located in the hollow walls. As the population continued to grow, a second outer wall was built with the thick adobe walls hollowed as niches and the tops for the walls were made into pathways for promenades. A Catholic chapel was built inside the walls of the Paco Park and it was dedicated to St. Pancratius. On December 30, 1896, Philippine national hero Jose Rizal was interred at Paco Park after his execution at Bagong Bayan. In 1822, the burial of interment at the Paco Park ceased. It had been burial ground for several generations, and descendants of those were built.
During World War II, Japanese forces used Paco Park as a central supply and ammunition depot. The high-thick adobe walls around the park were ideal for the defensive of the Japanese. Just before the liberation of Manila in 1945, the Japanese dug several trenches and pillboxes around and within the park with three 75mm guns to defend their fortification against the changing 148th Infantry Regiment of the 1st Battalion of the United States Army. The park was converted into National Park in 1960 during the term of President Hidalgo Macapagal. The dredger was slowly restored after the war and since then was remained as a public park and promenade teenage sweethearts who could spend quiet moments and along the park, beaches and private alone. Paco Park and its care was placed under the responsibility of the National Park Development Committee during the remains of President Ferdinand E. Marcos. During this history, through the effort of his lady Imelda R. Marcos, future was given emphasis in the county and Paco Park was one of the new venues chosen to host events related to culture. On February 29, 1980, then President Cultural Attaché the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany in the Philippines, Dr. Christoph Dessen, Britain and Vice President Theodore Van Essen started the classical concert in X Park as part of the celebration of the German month. This event featured and highlighted exhibitions of German musical as artists performed at Paco Park, and it served as a means of strengthening the bond between German and the Philippines. Since then, the program has become a tradition with weekly musical performances every Friday afternoon called Paco Park Festival. In 1998, the celebration of the German was moved from February to March, with the concert starting at 7 p.m. But Paco Park Festival continues celebrating its anniversary every February.
Paco Park is a former cemetery that was designed by Nicholas Lewis, and its construction was completed in 1820. Paco is probably the oldest cemetery in the Philippines. It consists of two circular walls containing 3 levels of niches that were used as tombs. On top of the walls, there is a walkway. The chapel of St. Pancratius is located at the back of the park. Mass is celebrated at the chapel on Sundays, and it is popular for wedding. Remains of Spanish governors and the elite were laid to rest in the chapel of St. Pancratius. Today, only the remains of Governor General Ramon Solano are still in the chapel. It was here that Jose Rizal was buried by the Spaniards after his execution. Luneta. A plaque marks the place, entered secretly into the spot by authorities on the same day. Remains, exhumed 17 August 1912, laid beneath the monument at the Luneta. Paco Park is also the final resting place of Mario Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora, 3 priests that were executed by the Spanish in 1872 for their participation in uprising against Spain.
Good morning po. Ano po bang pangalan niyo? Gaano na po kayo katagal nagtatrabaho dito sa park?
2 months.
Ano po yung mga trabahong ginagawa niyo dito sa park?
Nag-renovate kami ng mga mga plikas na dati. Kaya yung mga plikas, yung mga design, nabago namin.
Ano pong purpose ng pagbabago? May mga sira po ba?
Sobrang kalumaan na kasi, kaya sobrang kalumaan na, hindi mo siya bumabagsak. Kaya nagkakaroon ng truck, gano'n.
Yun lang po ba yung mga nabago niyo na? O ito pa lang po yung first na pagbabago na gagawin niyo sa Paco Park?
Sa amin?
O marami na pong nabago?
Marami na.
Marami na pong nabago.
Pero hindi ko lang alam kung sa amin. Pero sa amin ngayon, malaki.
Ay, dahil din po sa kalumaan. Sa 2 months niyo pong pag-stay po dito sa Paco Park, ay pagtatrabaho niyo po, sa tingin niyo po ba maraming mga turista o taong pupunta dito?
Oo, marami. Gaya nyo.
Karaniwan, ano po ba yung mga karaniwang occasion na ginagawa po dito?
Karamihan.
Dahil din po sa church. Okay po, thank you po sa
Thank you.
This beautiful circular park of moss-covered stone with a lovely chapel in the middle and a favorite site for weddings was a cemetery until it was declared a national park in 1966. With its quiet, unassuming charm, Paco Park is one of the few places that can be considered an oasis in the middle of a city threatened by decay and urbanization gone out of control. It is important that places like Paco Park be given not only needed protection and conservation, but also a sense of appreciation for its history and its humble contributions in making a city like ours a little bit more livable for all of us.
Hey, hey, teach me how to tell you.